Welcome back, everyone. Can't wait to get into today's Training Thursday show. Love that over the last month or so, I've gotten to get more into my specific exercise and workout recommendations. If you haven't checked that out, check out my new workout program that I'm using specifically for myself. But I just believe it's going to be an amazing fit for so many other people. I even give you a sample workout program, and I've done that over the past couple weeks. Let's see if we can find them. And let's see, it is episode 2141, and then the week before at 2134. We'll link those up for you today. Start with 2134, and then part 2 is 2141. That's going to give you specific workout recommendations of why I've kind of switched programs to make it a little kinder, a little gentler on my body, while at the same time getting the same amount of volume essentially, but doing it in less time. So I've loved this new program. I'm certainly going to be sticking with it for at least the first 6 to 12 weeks coming into the new year. I've already been doing it for about the last, I guess it's been about 12 weeks. And to date, it's the best formula that I have for being very efficient with my workouts, enjoying them, and getting the maximum results in that time. So today what I want to do though is that regardless of the workout program that you choose, because I'm going to help you hopefully kind of sway you in a particular direction that works for you, because this show is called Committing to the Right New Year's Workout Plan for You, is to let you know that we all essentially have two options in terms of choosing the absolute best plan for ourselves. Now, again, I've worked in this health and fitness industry since like 1996 or 1997. It's been a long time. While I was an undergrad in college, I was working in gyms. I got to see the whole New Year's rush, and I got to see that over many years. And what I realized was that most people join a gym in January, and that's not a bad thing. I mean, that's a good thing, right? They join something in January. The problem is they join it without a plan. So let me just kind of back up a little bit. Purchasing a gym membership is great. Believe it or not, the best gyms get a utilization of only about a third of the people come. So I know that's kind of crazy, but that's the maximum. So we know that 2/3 of the people aren't even coming after using their membership for 30 days or so. So if you're there and you're showing up, well, you're way ahead of the curve. And so that's amazing in and of its own right. So you're doing something. But what I realized was that most people are confused when they do get to the gym. They're a little intimidated about being there for the first time because they don't really know what they are supposed to do. So a lot of times they get on a treadmill, or they get on an elliptical, or they do kind of one of the machine circuits, right? The machine resistance circuits in the gym. And that's what they do. You know, the problem is that is not a plan, right? And that's meaning like working out for the sake of working out is not actually, I think, the best plan. I know that might kind of seem counterintuitive for me to say that, but I don't think that you should do anything unless you have an end goal in mind and you're hoping to get something out of it and you know what you want to get out of it. So let me give you an example. If you have a specific goal of losing 30 pounds, okay, so you're on a treadmill and you're running. What's the goal there? Well, the goal is I want to lose 30 pounds. Okay, like how is running on the treadmill going to help you with that? That's the first thing I would ask someone. Well, like, oh, it's going to burn calories. Okay, I get that. So you're burning calories. Well, what happens next month when you need to burn more calories to break past your plateau? Do you run longer? Or do you run faster? They're like, well, I can't run any faster, so I go longer. Okay, so you're going from 20 minutes now to 30 minutes. All right, well, what about the next month? Do you go to 40 minutes and then an hour and then an hour and a half? Because that's what I saw most people in the gym do. They would spend like an hour on a treadmill. It's one of the least efficient ways to lose weight. And it's one of the absolute best ways to lose muscle, which you don't want. So if you start to lose muscle as your weight loss, you actually lower your metabolism in the long run, and your body starts to look softer and weaker because it's becoming actually softer and weaker. And again, I'm not talking about vanity. I'm not even talking about the look. What I'm talking about is that you are losing muscle, you're losing bone, and those things are very important for your overall metabolism and, of course, stability, strength, longevity. So I don't like that plan. I really don't. And then you say, well, I mix in some weights. Okay, well, what do you do for weights? Because what I saw most people do, again, for many years in the gym, and I still go to the gyms myself, is I see people pick up a light pair of dumbbells, meaning like 5-pounders or maybe 10s, and do some bicep curls. or do some tricep exercises, or do some chest flies. And these are all single joint exercises. If you don't know what those are, that's okay. But meaning they don't work very much muscle. They're not very metabolic. You might do a little something for your arms, but probably not too much. And they're not going to do anything for your metabolism, right? So they're not going to do anything to help burn body fats, right? Because they're not doing anything to stoke metabolic rate. That's it. You're just not using enough muscle, right? You'd have to do things like squats or deadlifts or step-ups or lunges or some type of vertical press or horizontal press or vertical pull or horizontal pull, which is basically your chest presses, shoulder presses, lat pull downs or rows, something like that. Okay. So pull-ups, whatever you want to call them, because whatever you want. All right. So that's the thing. And you might say, well, I don't know how to do any of those. I get it and I understand it. And that's what brings me to today's podcast is that whenever we have a work project or a family project or whatever it is, we're usually not winging it. Like that's the thing. But people wing their workout programs, meaning like they don't go in with a plan. And if you don't go in with a plan, that is why you end up getting frustrated with your results and you end up stop exercising because you're not getting the results that you want. But you can't expect to get the results that you want if it's not based on a program that is based on getting you results. So that's why I want to share with you two options, okay? Because again, my goal is to always get you results. This is an action-oriented show. I'm not just going to read your research and just say, hey, this is what the research says. I've already done the research. What I want to do is give you the action that actually leads to results. I already started giving you some of that from the compound movements versus just the bicep curls. Nothing wrong with a bicep curl, but it certainly shouldn't be your workout, right? It should be icing on the cake at the end. All right, but the main, if we're looking at the big macro picture, right? If we're looking at the 30,000 foot view, you've got two main options, right? You have the done for you option or the you do it option, okay? So what's the done for you option for a workout plan? That is hiring a professional, okay? That's hiring a personal trainer, whether it be virtually and working out at home or whether it be in person in a personal training studio or gym. And again, you could, however you want to look at that is totally up to you because it could be yoga, it could be Pilates, like whatever you're looking at. But you basically always have those two options, right? Okay, so let's talk about let's talk about the professional option. You're hiring a personal trainer. Let's say you're hiring them the lowest cost option. That would be basically doing 2 sessions or so, and that is to get you set up with the program. I would do that for like college students and a lot of other people that might not be able to afford personal training, but they could afford 2 sessions every like 6 weeks or so. All right. So what are you getting? Well, you're getting like 2 or 3 days, like comprehensive program that they show you once. You might be taking notes. Maybe there's even printouts of pictures, and then you're taking it on your own. All right, so that's a possibility, right? It's kind of working with a professional because you're getting a professional program built based on your needs. The second is that you actually meet with that personal trainer maybe twice a week, and then you do 2 sessions on your own. Maybe you do weights with them, resistance training, could be body weight, and then you do cardio on your own. It might be sprints, it could be a class, whatever it might be, all right? So that's your number one option, right? And that's a customized plan for you. You just want to look for someone that's able to do that. So NASM certified personal trainer, or another great certification would be NSCA, National Strength and Conditioning Association personal trainer, a CSCS, PES from NASM. What's another good one? ACSM, American College of Sports Medicine. Those are 3 great personal training organizations. You might look for a personal trainer certified by one of those, saying, these are my exact needs. This is what I'm looking for. All right. That's probably always going to be best because they're going to customize the program based on your needs. You do want to make sure that they're a professional, that they are going to just not create the same program for everybody and put you through it as well. Now, again, there's a strength training program, there's this, there's that. But if you're paying for a personal trainer, it should be tweaked for your own individual needs, right? I mean, that's pretty important. They're taking you through a dynamic warm-up, maybe some mobility-based work. They're getting your workout. At the end might be some high-intensity interval training. It might be some foam rolling. Again, it's customized based on your needs. Personal training studios I found are the very best for this, without a doubt. But you could certainly find great personal trainers at gyms, no doubt about that as well. And there's even some good small group personal training, where that could save you some money. You're not doing really an individualized program, although there are some semi-private personal training where it's a less cost to you, and you work with maybe 3 or 4 other people with that personal trainer during the same half hour or hour period of time. So that's the done for you, meaning like you show up and you don't need to worry about your workout. The personal trainer takes you through it, or your certified fitness professional, whatever they're certified in, okay? So that's the done for you. And as long as they're giving you a nutrition plan along with it, or you're following your own nutrition plan, you're probably going to get great results. All right. I mean, that's the bottom line. You're making an investment of your time and your money, but you've already committed to making an investment with your time, whether you're doing it at home, in your basement, bedroom, whatever it might be, or you're doing it with a personal trainer. Okay. So that is the done for you. You show up, they take you through a workout. You don't have to think about it. You're probably going to get great results from that as long as you're following the program and you're following the nutrition plan. All right. Then the second option you have is this. It is you are going to design your own workout. You're going to customize your own workout. Now, you might say, well, again, I don't know how to do this. And this is where I think a lot of people are going to fall into it, because not fall into this category. Not everybody is going to hire a personal trainer. Not everybody can afford hiring a personal trainer. Not everybody has a good personal training option that they readily know about. Okay, whatever the reason it may be, you're then going to have to create your own program. And I don't want to see you wasting your time in the gym or at home. Believe me, again, a Peloton workout can be great, but I know people that all they do is go for a run and all they do is Peloton. That's not a workout. I mean, again, it's like, yes, you're moving your body and you're exercising, but there's no goal there. Meaning like there's no light at the end of the tunnel of what you're looking to achieve. Because if you're doing all cardio and no resistance training, you are going to lose muscle. And you don't want to do that because your metabolism is going to lower. You might say like, oh, I'm losing weight on the scale. But again, as we know, if you're doing a 16-hour intermittent fast, skipping breakfast, and you're doing aerobic exercise only without weight training, and again, I'll try to link this up today at stephencabral.com/2155. Please head over to that site. I'll link up everything there, previous workout podcasts, etc. But I went through a podcast showing you that the majority of the weight on a 16-hour intermittent fast, if you're not doing any resistance training, is actually muscle loss. It's terrible, but people see the scale going down. The problem is, again, they're losing a lot of that muscle tone. And they're losing it because they're actually losing muscle. Not ideal. It's over 2 pounds a month is what they showed. So we don't want that. I have no problem with Peloton. I like using an upright bike. I think it's great. I have no problem with running. Running's great as long as you are in good biomechanical based shape. So meaning like no knee pain, right? You got to strengthen the hamstrings to balance those quads. You got to strengthen the glutes or actually use those glutes, right? In your running. So all of this is very important. But that is an option. Okay, so the option is that you are going to do this on your own. So what I need you to do, though, is understand that if you're doing this on your own, there has to be at least 2 days a week of weight training. All right, that's the minimum. 3 is ideal. Okay, you can do 1 more if you want, but 3 is ideal. 2 is really good. The 2 days just can't be back to back, right? Because you don't want to then go 5 days without any resistance training. So Monday, Thursday workout, Tuesday, Friday workout, Saturday, Wednesday workout, however you want to do it. All of those are great. But choose at least 2 resistance training workouts. I'm not going to talk you through how to do the cardio, how to do Peloton. There's great, feedback on machines and different things like you can do. Okay, so that's great. So how do we choose then a resistance training workout? You basically have 3 options. You've got a book that you can choose. My book is called The Man's Guide to Muscle and Strength. Again, as you know, I make like 50 cents for a sale of that book. It's not my book. Publisher published it. I wrote the book, A Man's Guide to Muscle and Strength. It's for men and women. It's a year's worth of workouts. Again, I might make 2 quarters on the sale of that book. It's not about that, but there's a year's worth of workouts. All right, so you can choose a book and you can start with like the 2 starter workouts inside of that book. That's a good place to get started. The next thing that you could do is actually do an online-based program. All right. So there are many online workout programs that you can follow along with. Now, the nice thing is it might contain video. It might contain a printout of the workouts. If you're doing it at home, you can just set up your video and you can follow along with it. So that's another great option. And then the third option would be just doing a workout video from a YouTube or one of those. Those I actually don't recommend. Okay, so I'm just giving you my advice. I don't recommend random workout videos from YouTube. And the reason is that it doesn't necessarily mean that it's balanced. It could be an absolutely amazing workout, but what if it's not balanced for like push and pull? So your posture could get worse over time. Your knee pain could get worse over time because it's too much focused on the quads, right? Instead of your hamstrings and glutes like I spoke about before. So you just want to make sure that it's a balanced workout. And typically you need, again, it to be comprehensive. So you actually need the 2 or 3 days or 4 days a week that the program's already been built on that. So they're expecting, oh, if you're doing this Monday, well, then you're going to be doing this on Tuesday and this on Thursday and this on Friday, or Monday, Wednesday, Friday, here are your workouts, because you can't do everything in one workout, right? That's just, it doesn't necessarily make a whole lot of sense. There has to be balance throughout the workout, right? So a good online program or a good book will already have that built into it. A random YouTube video, it's not been my experience, nor can it really happen that one workout has everything that you need. So if you're going on your own, it can be very low cost. I mean, there's a lot of very low cost online workout programs. And then of course, you can get any book in the world for workouts that seem to fit your regimen. Then if you do that, then again, it's a comprehensive workout where you're choosing 2 days of cardio and 2 days of resistance training. That's 4 days a week. You'll get really all the results you want from that. You really will. You can add more. You definitely can. But 2 resistance training workouts a week, like I said, a Monday, Thursday, and then maybe like Tuesday, Saturday is your cardio. Again, you can pick any 4 days you want. Just kind of separate them a bit. That's going to be amazing. You're going to get great results that way. So if you're not able to afford the customized program, purchasing a $15 book or a $50 a month workout program or whatever it might be is really going to be worth it, because then it's comprehensive, it's balanced, and hopefully with that commitment, even if it's a small commitment, you're going to follow through. And then just mark it down in your calendar. Okay, this is what I'm doing this day. It's been scheduled in your calendar. If you've been listening to my 12-week year, hopefully programs, that all of this is scheduled on your calendar, not just on a to-do list. So hopefully this was helpful today. I'm happy to answer follow-up questions. Feel free to leave them right below the video on YouTube. And again, if you're not watching this on YouTube, we'd love you to head on over to subscribe, to like the video, and chat with us right in the comments. And then of course on Instagram, you can ask questions as well. Both channels are just my name, Stephen Cabral, and that is with a PH. Thank you, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the show, and I'll talk with you soon.